joined in because it's nice to know that there's at least one person here seeing what's going on. Karen will be over here at the side and she may make a noise or two or a comment, and that's nice because it's nice to know that there's a few people taking part in what we're going to do. And in 45 seconds, we're going to start. We'll go through our general warm-up and then we're going to go to the band. We're only doing a 30-minute class tonight, and the reason is we're going to actually get a bit more aggressive on the bands with the class. And even though we usually do a 45-minute class, people might think, well, why don't we always do a 45-minute class? Well, not all classes are equal, the same way that we have long runs in the weekend, we have short runs during the week, we have longer interval sessions. So tonight we're just making a call to do a shorter workout that will have a bit more band work, because I think if we were to put this into a 45-minute workout, it might just aggravate the legs for the rest of the week. So there's a logic to the madness. Thanks for that reminder there, Karen. If you're tracking your workout on a watch, you can begin to press start now. That is now starting. My watch says set one. That is lovely. We're going to begin our lovely warm up now. I'm just going to raise this up a little bit higher. And we are going to begin. In case you're curious, yeah, Judy, you're actually on my screen there, but you're about this size here, so I can't really see you. So don't worry whatever moves we're doing. We're going to start our warm up. Karen, we're going to put a phone down. We're going to get ready. And we're going to come down here, make contact with the toes, and come back up. Oof. This might be really easy for you, Karen, since you just finished your run. I finished my run about 2 hours ago, and I am feeling a little bit tired. So again, waking up the hamstrings, coming down, touching toes, and this time come down and stay. Stay, stretch, stretch. 3, 2, 1, good. Into quick quad stretch and swap. Leg up and swap. Again, we're doing the active stretch. Again, don't go through the motions, meaning we're just going to go tap and tap. We are coming up. We are holding. We're coming up. We are holding and relax. Toes and ankles equidistant apart. Let's go into calf raises. Get a bit of blood flow for the calves, making sure they're nice and awake. This helps our calf. This helps our Achilles. Also helps any issues that we might have with our feet not being strong enough. So change the angle there a little bit. And again, you can hold on here, but for a calf raise now, we probably prefer that we're not using any assistance around us. And good. Let's go into our RDLs. And we'll come down and we'll touch toe. You can use 2 hands. You can use 1 hand. You can actually alternate which hand each time. I don't mind. Let's knock in 4 to 5 per side. That was 4 to 5 and not 45. When you have 4 or 5 done, swap it over. Again, this is our hinge. This is allowing our hips to wake up, our hamstring to wake up. Our glutes will have to stretch and engage in this movement. So again, our warm-up is dynamic. We're just making sure that we've got a bit of blood flow and a bit of stuff moving around the body. Again, when we're doing a warm-up, we're actually warming up the muscles. We're also warming up the things called the synovial fluid, the joints, the oils in between all these little areas, so that we're ready to do a bit more aggressive work. And we're now going to move into our crawl out today. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a rotational stretch. What I'm going to get you to do first is you're going to watch this for me do this both sides, and then we're all going to do it. If you know exactly what the stretch is, you can start it when you want. So the point would be to crawl, crawl, crawl. Bring one foot out. The foot which is now out, the hand beside that foot, rotate. Put that hand down. Foot comes back. Opposite foot comes forward. Hand comes up. And that is the movement. We're now going to crawl back up. And then together, we're all going to do that movement again. And we're going to do it one more time. And we're going to spend a bit longer in the bottom phase. Let's crawl down. Good. Hold. Then bring the hand up. Hold. Hand comes down. Foot comes back. Opposite foot comes forward. Hand comes up. Hand comes down. Foot comes back. Reverse back up. Good. We're now getting warm. Right. We're now going to put the bands on. The bands are going to come on. And we're going to start off with our first little sequence today. And what we're actually going to do is, right, I made a little error there. We're going to put the band under both our feet like this. So as you see, the band's now positioned on my toes because we're going to do a hip flexor stretch or a hip flexor march. So we're going to start off just getting used to taking the leg up and bringing it down. Now for this exercise, we're not kicking like this. We are lift, hold, and drop. Up, hold, and drop. When the leg comes back down, we don't let the band pull us down. We come up and we lower. So almost think 1 second up, 1 second pause, 2 seconds down. Let's execute this here for another 1 to 2 reps per side. Oh, sorry. And then we're going to put more aggressive direction on what we are doing. A little doggy down there barking. And good. Right, so we'll keep our bands there. We have a second exercise we're going to do. And then we're going to combine both of them into 30, 30, and we might go a bit longer in the next set. Second exercise is going to be our booty shuffle or our lateral movement. Usually we'll do this with the band around the ankles, but because we're supersetting 2 exercises, we might as well keep it at the foot. So from here, we're now going to go out, out, in, in. Now, when we come back to the narrow point, we don't want to do what I'm going to do now, which is come in too narrow. No. So wide, wide, narrow, narrow, but not too narrow. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Right. Now, when that clock hits 24, 30, we're going to combine both of these together. In the next set, we're going to do 30 seconds, exercise 1, 30 seconds, exercise 2. Based on how that's going, in the next set, that was the last set, we might jump that up to 45 per side. We're going to start this in 15 seconds. How are you feeling, Karen? Karen's feeling okay. Just get your order, Julie or Alan, who they'll be listening into this conversation after he watched the video. 3, 2, 1. Up, slowly lower. Up, slowly lower. Maximum lift, slowly lower. Good. Each time you're saying to yourself, you're not coming 80% of the way up or 30% of the way up. You're coming as far as it can go where you can hold. If you decide to accelerate and kick, you go further, but it's not. It's a lift. 3, 2, 1, and shuffle. Now, see, it's a nice class. Could we define it a little more as prehab and rehab for hips? In the first set of this here, I'm starting by going left with the first movement. So when I go wide, I start with the left foot. When we get to the next set and break, when we get to the next set, we're going to start out with the opposite side with the first step. It doesn't really matter if you don't do that, but sometimes I find that the second step is not always as effective, or the second lateral movement. Right, that's one done. We're going to do another one of these, and we may even go into a third, but I think we're going to do one more. We're starting again in 7 seconds. We're going to bring this up to, let's say, actually 50 seconds on, 50 seconds on, and go. Woo. Woo. These can actually be lovely movements to do if ever you feel like getting into squats feels like, oh, my body feels a little bit old or tired or not as warmed up. Right now, we're really getting the hips warm. So when we start to go into squat movements later on, nice and slowly on the way down, that we're able to, it should feel a bit more comfortable dropping into a depth squat. You can actually add in your hands like this if it feels a bit more focused. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go right foot first. And again, this one here definitely has a little bit more momentum, but making sure that it's a good movement to the side. It's not really a kick, but it can't just be a lift. So there needs to be some, woo, yep, oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Feeling now so much now that it's starting to get too difficult. And we have another 10 seconds to go, gang. Should have let you in the microphone so we can hear her screaming as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the band comes off for a moment. Please grab a drink. Please take a little minute break. All right. Good work. Now we have a little bit more lateral band work to do after, but that's going to be with the band a bit higher on the body. So now, bring our band up. I bring this band just below your kneecap, nice and flat if possible. Sometimes they roll around, but I find that you can feel a bit more comfortable if the band's not distorted. We're now going to figure out if our hips feel a bit more comfortable to move into a lower gap position. We're not going to start squatting until about another 10 seconds. And we're going to do 3 sets of squats, 20, 40, and 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And again, because we've got a band, we are letting our knees push out and ask the question of the glutes. First set's only 20 seconds, which means that will end in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 20 seconds recovery, then we're going to go into the 40-second set. 40 seconds recovery, then we go into the 1-minute set. Whew. It is a warm day. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squats great for the quads. Good depth, glutes come into play. Good strong quads will help protect our knee. Good squat going down can also help make the back feel a bit more open once we are not punching over too much in our squat. We'll try to give ourselves a nice upper position, almost like we are holding an object to the front. We're trying to keep the chest nice and high when it possibly can. We have another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now long recovery, 40 seconds. And then we're going to the last set of squats for 1 minute. Then we'll be going down to the floor for some hip thrust movement. Oh, God. Warm, isn't it? We tired, Karen? Karen had a workout. We both the same workout today, 16, 12, 8 minutes. And Karen came in the door, looked at her Strava, and immediately looked at me like somehow she managed in that workout today. Her was second fast ever 10K, was it? Yeah, when she was supposed to run a bit slower, so she's breaking the rules. 3, 2, 1, 60 seconds of squats. When that clock says 16:20, that will be the end of this set. This is my first strength and conditioning class of the week. Here's Karen's second. Are you enjoying your second class, Karen?
Yeah.
Remember, Alan put the request in. They want more Karen in this class.
The voice of the people.
I need more cowbell. One more rep. And good. We are now going down to the ground. We're only going to do 2 sets of hip thrust action. One of the sets will be an active hip thrust movement, hips going up and down. The second set will be the glute bridge, the hip hold. We'll keep the bands on. Keep the bands in the same position. We'll come down to the ground. First, again here, when the band is on, we'll try to take a bit of a wider stance. And then we are going to go into our hip thrusts. And we're going to knock out 1 minute of work. Again, imagining this band is almost like there is a beach ball in between your knees. You're not going to burst that beach ball because you're applying an outward pressure. Or it's almost like your knees now are in between two lift doors. The lift doors are now going to come in and they're going to crush the metal in between your legs. You're making sure that you are ready to withstand that pressure of the lift doors and that you can fight it back. There is pressure, the knees are going away from each other. We drive the hips up, we squeeze the glutes, and again, fight that band pressure. Again, not an aggressive opening of the legs, just keep the hips up, keep knees out wide, and don't let that band win. We've only 2 sets here, and we're going to be finishing in 3, 2, 1. Good. That's set 1 done. In set 2, all we're going to do is keep the hips up. We are not going to move up and down. We're going to give ourselves roughly 15 more seconds before we go into the second set of the glute work with the band. So again, hips and glutes come up, and we will hold and keep that nice outward pressure of the knees. 3, 2, 1, and go. So feet are reasonably wide. And then with the position where my feet are, I know that my knee is stacked over my feet. I'm not allowing the bands to win in this position. Hips are staying high, little squeeze of the glutes because the hips are pushed up. And again, if I look at my body now, you see that my knee, my hip, and my shoulder are a flat line. I'm not allowing my hip to sink down as I just demonstrated. I'm keeping it up high. It's almost like the knee to hip to shoulder position here is one straight line. We have 20 more seconds to go. In the last 20 seconds, let's have some fun. Open the knees a bit wider, squeeze the bum a little bit harder, open the knees a bit wider, squeeze the bum a little bit harder, and hold here for 10. Three, 2, 1, and good. Right, we're now going to stand back up. We're going to keep the band on the legs, but the band is now going to go down to the ankle position. We are not doing any more movements for about another minute. Again, remember with tonight's class, we are doing a 30-minute class tonight, so we are already past the halfway stage. Right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move into a little 20 on, 10-second sequence. It's always going to be a little Tabata here with lateral movement. So we're going to make sure you're paying attention to what we're doing. So we're going to stand up from here, and in 10 seconds, we're going to start off with this here for 20 seconds. We're going to wait. We're going to do that 20 right, 20 left, 4 times per side. 2, 1, let's go. Now, it's going to be normal now for this part of the body now to be feel a bit tired. Execution may reduce, but we don't want it to reduce too much. 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. We swap to the opposite leg. That is 1 out of a total of 8 to be done, 4 per side. 3, 2, 1. As you see tonight, quite a aggressively moving class. Very little break in the class. So even though it's only 30 minutes, it's still quite a aggressive main phase of work. And relax. Good. That is 2 done in total of 8. 3, 2, 1. This one's probably also done easier with a lighter band. Luckily, I know that my band is a little bit lighter than Karen's band.
Yeah, I knew it.
And I knew when I said that there, she would accuse me of some sort of
I knew it.
impropriety. And relax. Okay. Do you want to come and demonstrate what you're doing, Karen?
No.
That's okay. That's okay. 3, 2, 1. So this is my second time doing my left leg. So I've done the right leg twice. I've done the left leg once, and then on the second of the left. Three, 2, 1. Okay. This is now getting a little bit tricky. We have to do this 2 more times per side. 2, 1, let's go. You are fine for this exercise if you need to, is to hold on to something if it helps you execute better. 10 seconds to go. It's going to feel great in our head workout on Friday, Karen. And break. Good. I've got 5 done right. I've got 2 done left. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Again, remember, we are working the joints that we don't generally execute because of running. This is lateral movement. IT band, TFI, glutes, all being used here. Relax. Okay. Oh God. I'm regretting even adding this one name into the class. But that's okay. What we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. It's what we gotta do. 3, 2, 1. Show you some of the more aggressive. Because of Karen's band, her range of motion is a bit shorter. So it looks like it's a very weird dance act on the side of the street. And relax. Do you want to come out this?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Sorry, Alan. Look, you know, the audience doesn't always get what the audience does once. 3, 2, 1. This is the last time we're going to use the band in tonight's class. I'm very happy to say that. And good. Back and flow. Take a 30-second to 60-second recovery. We are going to go into the core phase of the class. We are going to do a 2-minute, a 90-second, and a 1-minute plank. Oh, feeling good. What a day. What an evening. It is glorious. I need to get some better lighting in here, I think. No, but it's like the lighting's great here, but like, you know, facing forward, I don't think it's
We'll get you spotlight.
you know, a spotlight, a microphone, little headset where I can tell people my thoughts and tunes. Right, we are going to be going into our plank in a moment. We'll be starting in about 20 seconds. The first plank is the longest plank. If at any point when you are planking, you fail in the plank, count to 3 seconds and rejoin back in. Okay? You can upper plank or elbow plank, whichever one you want. We're going to be starting in 20 seconds. This phase of the class here is going to take us a little bit of time to get through. 2 minutes, 90 seconds, and 1 minute. Longest plank will be starting in 10 seconds from now. You see the 7-minute counter is nearly there now. 3, 2, 1. Remember off. Oh God, I just got some sort of update in my watch here saying World Health Organization, something spread or something serious.
Oh my God.
It said
I
something,
don't want to know.
something serious spreading. Maybe it's the epidemic of the plank has been spreading. Karen,
What?
get that back up there. That plank dropped far too early. It dropped far too
You
early.
make me laugh too, but
Okay.
I forgot I need to be behind the counter.
Yeah, you can't be sneaking out of there now. Always seem to do longer planks when you're on camera. And we're about to pass the first minute. So again, if your plank fails, count to 3. If it fails again, then count to 5, rejoin. If it fails again, count to 10, rejoin. Well, not easy to do. $40 seconds to go. Maybe no one ever did this class. Maybe that World Health update was something terrible. There's a comet on the way. I don't think the World Health Organization is the comet, people. That's the sound of pulp, isn't it?
That was actually good.
15 seconds to go. Julie must be going, what the hell's going on in this class? It's an absolute joke.
Okay, stop talking.
3, 2, 1. Woo! Let's take a full minute there and let me figure out what's going on with the World Health Organization, because now I'm just curious. Maybe it's not that bad. World Health Organization declares Mpox a global public health emergency. What is Mpox?
Oh, Andrew, don't check that
Yeah,
out.
let's look at that after the Oh, okay. We're moving well. Just again, remind you, in case you are talking back through us, we did put you in mute earlier on. I know you're probably thinking, I wish I could put Andrew in mute. Actually, you can turn this class, the audio off, and just follow along if you want to. But yeah, right. That first one was done. I think I need to swap to the elbow plank now, because my hands are tired after that last one.
Yeah, my talking.
Right, 90-second plank is going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How you doing there?
Oh,
You wouldn't believe it here, but Karen's actually in a handstand. One of the trickier exercises to keep having chats in between. This is a very aggressive plank for the class, and probably be one of the moments that you'll think, yeah, I'm delighted. Today was a 30-minute class. We're into the last 30 seconds. Yeah, tough work, tough work. Join back in when you can, Karen. 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh. 1 minute recovery, 1 minute plank. Oh, I'm feeling that as well. That's tough work. I know I was supposed to be here telling everyone, oh my God, if you do this like all the time, you'd be like me, great at planks. But that was hard. That's hard. That's hard work. But that's for here. We're here to add in those missing pieces to keep us off the physio table, keep us from being injured, keep us from additional problems. Also, all these movements here will help us feel more comfortable in our working environment, sitting, driving, walking around. So it's good to do them. But the last plank is starting in 10 seconds. So we're all going to get ready now. We're all going to get ready now.
mighty.
3, 2, 1. Last plank, last exercise of the class. Plank's been so hard today that I almost feel like adding in a couple of press ups.
I'm so hungry.
15 on, 45 to go. 30 seconds gone, 30 to go. Last 15 seconds, everyone do their best to hold it. Suck the belly button in, squeeze the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yeah. How'd you feel, Karen, after 15 minutes of work today?
I probably wouldn't stay.
Right. Gonna bring the camera level back up. That is the last part of what we're gonna do in the class. We're gonna send everyone on the way. The time is 19:34. I'm now going to actually take Julie off mute there. She wants to say hello. You won't be in camera, but you can make a noise if you want or something.
Don't forget to stop your workout on your watch.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's not my music or is it Judy's music? I think that was
The end of the class music.
oh the end of class. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Thanks very much, Julie, for
Thank
joining
you.
in.
First live one done.
Thank you.
Bye, people.
Thank you.
Bye, Julie. See you